Legend, if there's a movie and y'all towards Wendy Williams, because
Is it gonna
I
be on
say
Lifetime?
it's already up and out and on. I forgot what station it's on, but
Okay.
it's up and out. And I give Wendy is the GOAT. Y'all don't Wendy has been in the entertainment industry for so long, doing the same thing in the entertainment industry, and like Wendy's the GOAT. You know what I'm saying? In her biopics, she talked about some good things that people like, some bad things people don't like. She mentioned her one night stand with Method Man, a fling with Biggie. Of course, Method
A
Man's
fling with
a
Biggie.
fling with Biggie, yes.
Biggie hit that. Meth hit
Hey,
that.
Biggie was that man though.
Biggie, I mean, black
No, no,
and
no, no,
ugly
no,
as
no.
ever.
I ain't talking about
However,
because he's black. I'm just saying like they hit her.
I mean, you know what? When I look back at the old school
that was
Wendy
a
Williams
question
picture,
mark, though.
when I look at the old Wendy Williams picture when she was young, Wendy Williams was cute.
Come on.
If you look at cause I was on someone's Instagram and they posted some old stuff when she was on Philly radio, and Wendy Williams was a cute. I mean, she wasn't probably like no super over the fine baddie, but she was cute. Like I believe, over years, obviously the surgeries that she's had has put her to the Wendy that you see today. But Wendy started out cute. Don't hate on Wendy. Like she was cute. But
Okay.
Method Man's wife spoke out, and she ended up, calling Wendy basically a tabloid side note and a circus freak. Like she's just saying she's just doing it for attention. But then also, Wendy talked about Eric B, legend Eric B, in the hip hop game, and she said, she rented him a car on her credit card. And there was a little piece in there where she may have gotten pregnant by him. Hey, whoa. But Eric B got wind of it. He put on his social media and was like, "Look, I don't need no cars. I don't need no cars. I don't need none of that. I'm good." And he's like, tried it, but he said it was a lie.
So Eric B hit that. Method Man hit that. What's the other? But Biggie hit that. Wow. You think Charlamagne hit it? Because he worked with her for a period of time. You think Charlamagne tapped that?
I don't know. I mean,
I think that's probably one of the first people well, I don't know. Maybe that's her boy. So, you know what I'm saying? Maybe she's just going to keep that under wraps. Because he's married and the whole nine.
I'm gonna say no because both of them talk way too much. So if that would have happened, I think something.
That's probably why they won't talk about it.
But that's true.
Yeah.
The people that tell secrets also keep them too. So that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They know the right. They know the right things to tell.
Yeah. They know what to
and
say,
the
what
wrong
not to
things
say.
tell.
Yeah.
So-
Say a lot to not say nothing at all.
exactly. So
Yeah.
people won't even be on. It won't be on their radar.
Inconspicuous. It's almost like hiding in plain sight.
Exactly.
Huh? We getting deep. Shit got trill.
Y'all educated and everything. But also, congratulations to Ocho Cinco. He got engaged to his new love, Sherelle Rosado.
Risotto.
Yeah, I hope I said her name right.
Sounds
Y'all
like
know I be messing up
risotto.
people's names. But they engaged. You know what I'm saying?
She looked like Evelyn.
You know what? I was just about to say. It's
She looked like
clear
Evelyn.
that he has a type.
He has a type. I
He
see
has a
Ocho.
type. But
Chad Johnson.
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, in the realm that we in, everybody kind of has a type. You know what I'm saying? The type is just regular. Everything is a type. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody want to look the same. Everybody want
Right.
to, get the same contour. Everybody want the same hair, the same, sometimes you can't help but have a type because everybody look the same anyway.
I don't know. I think you can. I think you could get a distinct looking person.
I mean, you can, but if you
Like we all distinct looking in here. Like I'm a distinct looking person. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, but
now,
we
you know
also
what?
not mainstream. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Once I become
the
mainstream, that every nigga be trying to put on weight, eat late, lay down. You know what I'm saying? Grow
that
their beard out.
Look is it's a thing.
That's crazy though. But when I mentioned the whole grow their beard out, the funniest thing to me as a barber, if somebody come in and be like, "Yo, bro, I'm trying to get my shit like yours," and if you can, like this brother here, he came in, he can get it. If he's like, "Yo, I want to get it," okay, cool. Put the rays on it. I got some conditioners, different products that can enhance it, right? But when you don't really have a beard and you have more like facial hair, a lot of sparse facial hair. Come
That's
on,
me,
man.
bro. That's
Bringing
me.
that into facial hair, that brings us up to T.I. and Tiny.
Oh yeah, like Tip. That's facial. That's not a beard.
Exactly. That's what I got.
Because he really just got it right there on them cheeks.
Yeah, it's
and
just
then
facial hair. Loose.
But it's scraggly. It ain't really got no order. But you know, as everybody has been hearing, everybody in their business, you know, the sex trafficking allegations are out and about. But Sabrina Patterson kind of been going back and forth. I mean, right now you really just don't even know what to believe because you know they're saying, you know, she just want Tiny. Tip goes on his social media like, you know what I'm saying, hey, don't mind what's going on in our bedroom. You know what I'm saying? You don't bring up stuff in your bedroom. We ain't got to bring up stuff in our bedroom. But, you know what I'm saying, Tip and Tiny have been, you know, in that swingers nation for a long time. As far as sex allegations and sex trafficking, I don't really know because I'm reading the stories where, you know, women are saying they forced them to take drugs to enter the house.
Come on. Foolishness.
And for me, if I have to do something that I don't want to do or don't
just
like
to hang out
do,
with you,
I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna go home. Hey, like Tip said on his thing, every victim deserves to be heard. If it's a true story, then be true in it. But you know what I'm saying? If you out here falsifying information for clout, that is not the way. There's a lot of ways to become famous other than lying on somebody's name. And not saying that they lying because I wasn't there. I don't go to Tip house. That ain't where I'm at. My mama raised me better. But
yeah, they should really chill though. They should really chill with that. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Because you know, the whole human trafficking and sex. Come on, man. I mean, we probably took a Sprinter to somewhere and kicked it and probably did our thing there, just like we would do at our house, but we're in a hotel, extension of our home, as far as our lifestyle and how we operate. So, I mean, I don't think nobody really trafficking nobody like that.
If they are, then, you know, justice shall be served in the manner that it's supposed to be served. But if you out there lying.
Shout out to Tip and Tiny, you know what I'm saying?
That out.
I'm advocating for just not painting people so nasty just off of allegations, and then you got to prove yourself guilty. Why how about you prove me, you know what I'm saying? I got to prove myself innocent. Why about you prove me guilty instead of, you know, but it's crazy. I don't know.
That's real. So, I
That's some weird shit. That's why you got to watch how you operate.
Watch the people
Especially
you hang around
limelight.
with, you know what I'm saying? That's when you get famous, it get real crazy real fast.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So the things that you into and you start do, like everybody has an intention on something.
Even a physical altercation, you become this famous or whatever that you're aiming to be, and you know, and somebody just getting a fight with you at a Chick-fil-A or a Quick Trip, and they just feel like, oh, he got money, he got a bag. I'm gonna just say he, you know, whatever they be claiming, what they call that, when they got a distraught and all that, and they can't go to work. They can't go to work, and what nigga got their ass? I know regular niggas get their ass whooped on a Saturday. He going to work Monday. What do you mean? Like the T taking off. He ain't got no PTO out time. Like you going to work.
You got PTO when a multi-millionaire hit you. You got some PTO.
Come on, man. Now you can't go to work. You shocked. You scared for your life. Come on, man. Stop it. People be crazy.
I'm just saying that's what's out here in the world. Also, speaking of, you know, somebody getting their ass beat. Not in a playful way, but NFL player Chad Wheeler, you know, he's in the media for beating up his black girlfriend for, you know,
crazy.
Her not bowing down to him or whatever reason. But he's pleading not guilty. You know, he did his pretrial and he's saying he's not guilty. As his pretrial conditions, he has to be on house arrest. He got an ankle monitor, you know, on his ankle, and he's not supposed to be, you know, any contact with her until trial. So I'm really anticipating on how this is going to go out, you know, how this is going to play out, because here we go again. I mean, it's not the cops, but you know, it's a black woman out here getting beat and hurt, and you got to be careful who you dating, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's not good for you, whether it's white, black. I'm not saying only date your own race, you know, step outside the box if you need to, but make sure their intentions are good for you. That's on every platform, because, you know, hopefully, you know, she heals well, gets better. You know, mental trauma, emotional trauma, not just, you know, sometimes scars are beyond, you know, the scars on your face and your body, but, you know what I'm saying, hopefully she gets that back in order, and, you know, whatever he going through, if it was mental, because I can't say it wasn't, if it was mental, hopefully gets the help that he needs.
So his reasoning for it was she didn't bow to him?
Yeah.
I hope the NFL do him like they did them black players.
Like Kareem Hunt and all that?
You feel me? I hope I hope he get that same treatment, but you know.
But she didn't bow to him. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
you know,
that's
we
insane.
In the midst of like the uproar, people, you know, running up in the Capitol. So, you know, he's like, yo, he's, you know.
And I don't want to say that you can't trust him.
King.
You know, I don't want to say that you can't trust, you know, Caucasians, because, you know, all of them, I guess, not terrible. And there's some other races that you just can't trust them either. So, that's crazy though. I wonder how that feels in this time, in this climate of what's going on, to date a Caucasian, like if you're black, to date somebody white, male or female. Like, how does that feel? Like, I have a cousin that's
depends on the person.
I got cousins dating. I talked to him and his lady or whatever, and they just like, man, they just trying to
stay under the water, stay under the radar.
Really stay under the radar, like, but not even just that. They're really more concerned for their 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? Trying to first self-identify who they are. Because you might
struggle though. I heard
right, because you could be black on perception, but your whole style and characteristics is Caucasian, and so you feel awkward.
And
so
then it depends on what circles you in too. Right. Some people might identify you as white. And it depends on the tone of your skin,
because some mixed people are lighter than others. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I mean,
But just imagine being like how you look, but your interior self is Brad. Like you're a Caucasian in the inside.
But I mean, there's people like that already.
You know what I'm saying? You don't got your J's on. You got your Vans strung up, choked.
I'm finna say, I know y'all seen that video of the girl that think she was white. I can't think of her name.
It's a guy.
Yeah. I think she was on.
She was on some TV show though.
Yeah, what's the dude name? Dr. Phil.
Yeah, Dr. Phil.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm a white girl. Like,
yeah, that was crazy.
I don't like being around black people. Like, I don't identify with them.
Yeah, that's crazy. That was crazy. That's weird shit.
But she was like a dark skinned black girl. Like, she wasn't even like.
Yeah, well, I don't know who you looking at in the morning.
Listen, first of all, we are in the age where whoever you identify with, that's who you are.
Exactly. Like people
if you're a girl
as other genders now.
If you're a girl and you feel like you're a boy, you're a boy. If you're a boy, you feel like you're a girl, you're a girl. If you're white, black, purple, green, if you feel like you blue and you're green, you could die. Like, I mean.
Well, listen, man.
It is what it is.
Listen. I'm rich. I'm going to the what's the high end car out here? It don't even matter. The Bugatti store, right? Or whatever. Yes, I'm going in there. Yo.
Y'all heard it here.
Yo, hey,
He's
Lee's
gonna buy me a pink Bugatti.
No, I'm rich. They gonna give me that because of that's dumb Duke Desno. I got a whole radio show. What you talking about? I'm going there with that type of attitude. Y'all tripping. Y'all ain't heard.
I'm rich. Are you identifying as rich?
My business card.
They gonna call security on
you,
bro.
Right.
But I'm saying I could do, like, what do you mean? Like, I think in the inside, listen, don't do me this.
No, you can't.
Don't have stipulations.
Let me tell you how you have to do it. You have to go on a show first. You know what I'm saying? You have to go on like Ellen.
Okay.
And say, I identify as rich. Okay. That way the massive public gets wind that you identify as rich. So now when you approach or you enter into a facility, they can be like, oh, that was the dude on, yeah. He rich. He identifies as rich. So we have to accept it. Okay. Because
there's a formula to it. I can't just come out the gate with it.
Right.
There's a certain way you do it.
Right. But last but not least on my list, Stacey Abrams is being nominated for the Nobel Peace Prize. Congratulations to Stacey Abrams. Hopefully she gets it and wins it, and Black girl power. Shout out Stacey Abrams. You know what I'm saying?
Stacey Abrams look like she makes some good soul food though. I can't front though.
She do look like somebody.
She look like she made that cornbread. She put corn in that motherfucker, and it's sweet. You be like, God damn it, and she fry it like pancake. Like shit, is that sweet water? Hey, Stacey, is that sweet water? Shit.
Anyway, that is all I got for y'all on today's Toni Hot Tea Topic. Thank y'all for listening. We're going to go ahead and move into the next song because our guest is here.
Clap it up. We got my claps?
We're not clapping yet because we ain't even introduced her yet. Simmer
okay. We're just making sure he on it.
Simmer down. She ain't even
Keep your finger on the claps. We're coming back to the claps.
They're not ready. Anyway, the next song is Get In by O.E. Jizzle. I ain't calling you that either. I'm only saying it because that's the name on the paper. But O.E. Jizzle, I'm going to need you to change that. So.
Starla Silver. We lit.
We lit.
Yeah. Get in. I'm on the breath when I get in. Gang of the tables to sit in. Jumping like Jordan meets Pippen. Yeah. Get in. Niggas ain't mad, they can't fit in. Bad bitch rapping my tipping. The bitch get clapped, I'ma get in. Get in. Huh? What? Get in. Yeah. Get in. I'm on the breath when I get in. Gang at the tables to sit in. Jumping like Jordan meets Pippen. Yeah. I want the bread, I'm getting head in the coop. She know that I'm from the stoop. Whoa, I'm bust down, I keep the gang in the loop. I got that pistol, I'ma go bang when I aim. That little cannon gon' shoot. Black boy, JB, I got that dope in the AC. I got that bank shit, blue cheese. Niggas ain't born there on JV. Yeah, baby, just lay me. She had that fire, had to say please. She do it when you won't say shit. I'm with them niggas I came with. Get in. I'm on the breath when I get in. Whoa, the tables to sit in. Jumping like Jordan meets Pippen. Get in. Niggas ain't mad, they can't fit in. Bring that bitch back with my tip in. The pussy get clapped, I'ma get in. 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 I want the breath when I get in. Bring it the tables to sit in. Jumping like Jordan meets Pippen. I put a beam on a blicky, it turn to a ghost. Boom, boom. I'm my groove, they done that jizzle the goat. Ooh, these niggas be fake. I swear these niggas is hoes. I see through the scope, I'ma go shit through your dough. Nigga gon' kick down your door. Free take, hey. Niggas gon' have to go that way. Smoking niggas on the E-waves. Nah, I ain't giving no leeway. We got the ball like it's a league play. Play with it, I'ma damage him. My face don't look the same with a mask. Call me Young Rip Hamilton. Yeah.
ATL's Next 100. Listen. Next 100. Touch that dial. Powered by IBNXRadioNetwork.com.
Station I listen to 24/7.
ATL's Next 100. Next 100.
Don't get it twisted.
Hey, what did you think about that song?
It was lit. I like that.
You liked it?
Yeah.
What did you think about the first song, the Freak Though song? You don't remember?
I wasn't. I can't remember it much, but it didn't annoy me. So you know what I'm saying. I could roll with it.
So the only thing that is like, okay, it was a cool song. It's only if it didn't annoy you.
Yeah, you know, might be vibing and something is playing, but I mean, what is this? You know, if it does, if your content don't catch it, be like, well, what is this? What is this? If it don't bother you, then you know you can let it roll. But if it's something that you get a nice little rhythm to, you can talk, have a conversation, it ain't really bothering you. You might not be paying no mind, but it ain't bothering you.
Okay.
You can ride with that. You cool.
All right. I guess I'll let you have it. So none of the two songs we played bothered him. So.
But the second one was lit though. I like the second. The first one I can't really remember, so it wasn't memorable. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't memorable. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Memorable. Right. Okay.
Rememberable.
Okay.
Make up your own words. Do what you gotta do to get where you need to be.
Sometimes you gotta
But
Afro-engineer.
anyway, back to the topic at hand. We have Queen V live in the building.
Queen T live.
I did call you Queen V. Sorry, y'all.
Copy this for the
Queen T live.
You better get your shit together over there.
Listen. Queen T live in the building. In case y'all didn't know, y'all doing massive things in the film industry, and if y'all don't have y'all stuff together, she will get you right.
Okay.
You
Can we get some claps?
right. See, he said, look.
Let me get the claps like a dirty bro.
You had him do the claps too early. That's why you can't do.
Yeah, he wasn't ready. Well, I saw him preoccupied. He was making sure everything was getting proper alignment. It's cool.
Making sure she looked good and everything. I'm gonna need you to scoop.
Yeah. Booyah. That's it? Okay, cool. We got our new engineer today. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Sterling Silver.
First of all, why you got to call him new? Like,
well, he's our new engineer. I'm not saying he's new to engineering.
No.
I'm new to the team.
But
You know what
I'm
I'm
saying, like, you ain't gotta like say it like he brand new and he ain't know what he doing.
No, that's not what I'm saying. That's how you took it. I was just letting them know that.
Nah, he was like,
you know,
he was like, he trying to make sure everything's straight. Cause we got our new engineer, like the timing and placement.
Okay, listen, you made it a big deal. Nobody caught that.
I caught it.
Like
You see,
good.
because the bruh, we don't get emotional. He was like with the bruh, he was like,
I
yeah, I'm
caught
into
it
the
like
squad.
that.
But see, this is why. Listen, this is why when the bruhs come together and somebody bring their girl, and you like, bro, why you ain't trying to be like you don't like her. You be like, bro, she chill. Like, no, bro, she gonna bring a different energy.
Yeah, that's the issue.
I don't care.
That's the different
But
energy we be
still,
talking about.
Y'all not in like a bro time where I'm intervening.
Jesus
okay?
Christ.
Y'all having a conversation. If I caught it like that means somebody else could have caught it like that too. I speak for the people that catch it like I caught it.
I'm gonna teach you something, bro. Humble yourself and just let them win.
Thank you. I appreciate you. Anyway, Queen T, how you doing?
I'm good. How y'all doing?
We great.
Good. So, what are you working on? Any specific projects right now?
Basically, I do video for brands, businesses, social media influencers, anybody that needs
Okay.
anything that they needed to increase their brand.
I see what
I
you're
would either, they had no concepts. Usually comedians would have a
Right,
concept,
I
but
got
if they
you.
had no concepts, I would create concepts for them, and then we would shoot those
Okay,
concepts,
I
and then
got
they
you.
would have the content for their page, because these days you need content to
Yeah.
develop your brand.
Gotcha.
So that's what I would do. That's what
I see what you're saying. I got you. I see what you're saying. Cool. That's good stuff.
Yep. So.
Yeah.
So-
come in a little closer to them so we can get you right there. There, boom. If you like to slide that to you, if you like,
okay.
so they can work in your favor. Boom. In the headset, we're gonna get that on the top side.
I'm all out the loop. My bad. I should have told
No,
you.
it's all good. It's all
It's
good.
okay. That's what we here for. We're
We work together. We're a team. You
That's
good?
good. I'm
Can you
good.
hear?
I can hear.
Good stuff. All right. So what made you want to get into content curating?
I think just as being young, maybe like 8 or 9, I seen like my grandfather and my uncle, they were into like recording like our family reunion. So at a
Okay.
young age, I used to see that, and then it used to just fascinate me, just them like recording like the family reunion. So I think I got into the camera from then.
Okay.
And then from there, as I got older, like my parents got a camcorder, the ones you put on your
Yeah.
shoulder and stuff.
Yeah.
So I started using that, and it just always been something that I always wanted to do. Always create content, making up new ideas. So from there, I went to college for the same thing, same major, and majored in media production. Then after college, just kind of built my own brand and took it from there.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Do you have any big names that you maybe work with that some people may know?
As far as video, no. When I first moved to Atlanta, I was doing a lot of like, just side work, just trying to. I had moved here 4 years ago, so when I moved here, I was kind of doing like, little odd jobs, just trying to fit my way into the entertainment. I did a lot of promo work, but I haven't did anything per se for anybody like big. I do work with Carisha the Diva, and she's in media. She does a lot of interviewing, red carpet, and she interviews a lot of big names. A lot of people in 1017, Pooh Shiesty, Kay Shade. We just interviewed Mulatto maybe like a month ago. We're about to interview Benny the Butcher this Thursday. So she's doing her thing. She interviewing a lot of people in the
And
industry.
you do the filming for that.
And I do the filming for that. So I'm
Filming
like the
and
director
editing.
for her show.
Oh, that's dope.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Do you work with any big YouTuber names or anything like that? Because YouTubers, they may not be one side of famous, but they're famous in their own right.
Yeah, the only person that, as far as YouTube, that would be the only person, because she functions her show on YouTube.
Okay.
Any other brands that I do work with is more so businesses,
Gotcha.
small media influencers.
Okay. So what's the whole end goal and the vision for what you're trying to do? Are you trying to get into the acting aspect, or are you going to do both acting, directing,
Oh no,
producing?
I'm not trying to get into acting. Like if anybody needed me for a project, I would do.
You behind the scenes.
Yeah, I'm behind the scenes.
So do you want to
I have
write
done-
film? Do you want to write like film and stuff like that and
Direct.
that directing?
Direct would be my thing. I'm not really trying to be a writer. I've done that before, but it really wasn't my thing. Like I kind of got like, I don't know, kind of got like brain clogged when I used to try to write, because like when you write and you have to write for each character, you have to really develop their personalities and really target into like who they are. You can't just write for one character. Everybody has a different personality, so sometimes you can get like lost in all of that. So I would never write, just to really direct. Like my whole goal is to really be like a creative director for like commercials and big brands like Adidas and Nike, like create their commercials.
Okay.
That would be my like end goal.
Like one of my favorite commercials is when when Geico did the cavemen.
Oh yeah.
And I just think it was gold. It was so gold they made a show out of it. Did you know they made a show out of it? They made a show. It didn't last long. It was maybe about 6-7 episodes, something like that. But they made a show out of it. It was funny. You know what I'm saying? The whole concept. Then they added 2 more cavemen to go with the main character. She was just super dope. But I think that like jingles and commercials, that's a whole other lane that a lot of people don't really.
They don't tap into, and it's a lot of money in that market, because it's like these brands, like bigger brands, they have the budget to do it, And I see a lot of commercials now. Like, I think that a lot of them is kind of corny.
Right.
You know, like sometimes you see commercials and they just not like how things used to be. Even like with music videos, like a lot of people ask me like, "Oh, do you do music videos?" But it's just like now music videos is not the same how they used to be like in the early 2000s and the
Nobody
90s.
can top a good Missy or Busta Rhymes.
You know, so
they're not even creative no more.
Yeah,
like,
it's not creative.
It's more like psychedelic graphics.
Yeah, a whole bunch of graphics, a whole bunch of effects,
and a whole bunch of cars.
And the video doesn't mean anything that
nothing
correlates
pertaining to the song. No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Or a bunch of dudes in a trap.
Yeah, right. And with the strap, and it all has the same. It just, I don't know. It's corny. It's not even believable. I guess for me being in a certain environment, I'm like, first thing, I don't know where they doing it at, but I don't. Even in hoods when niggas just sitting around with all the guns out and they just sitting there. So it's just like it's not even. I don't know what you're trying to sell me.
It's like when everybody was doing the whole. What was that one thing that everybody's doing where I was like frozen or whatever and the song was playing or whatever?
The mannequin challenge.
The mannequin challenge,
Oh,
yeah. And then all the guys had all their guns out. They was outside or where they did a whole shootout. And then the next couple of days or whatever, they end up getting raided.
Oh.
Like.
That happened?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
The police end up raiding their house because, I mean, they had like all types of guns, you know what I'm saying? Legal guns, like.
That's crazy.
If I come to your house and you got like 30 guns.
Yeah, people gotta watch out when they trying to do stuff for the internet and they got some real things going on in real life.
Like, for real.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I saw where some people were doing like a fake shootout, prop guns or whatever, and the police actually pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody called the police because like they had the sound effects with the gun shooting. They had the gun guy run across the street and they were going back and forth, and the police showed up and he was like, "Whoa!" It was like, "Yo."
That's one thing you got to think about when you filming and stuff like that. It's like making sure, because a lot of people try to cut corners, like even with jingles or commercials or anything. A lot of people try to cut corners from the budget aspect of it, and they may not get the proper clearances to be at the park, but they need a park scene, so they're gonna take those guns, fake guns or real guns, whatever,
risk.
and try to get a quick shot in before anybody notices. Because I know I was in a film where we had guns and stuff. We was pulling up and it was like the police and everything, and we was trying to arrest everybody. But it was literally at a kids' park, and there was kids playing with their parents. So we had to go around to each individual person like, "Hey, this is not real. We just over here filming."
Yeah, because they're gonna call the cops or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on over here?
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So at this point in your career, you've been doing this 4 or 5 years now?
About 6, 7.
Okay, so you're almost a decade into it.
Yeah, just about.
Okay. Do you come well equipped? Do you come well equipped with your own equipment?
Yeah,
and
I have
stuff
my
like
own
that?
equipment and everything.
So I can come to you and say, "Hey, I'm a comedian and I want to put a comedy special together," and you can help me curate that comedy special.
Right. Comedy, if anybody's a comedian, if somebody.
Somebody want to put some sketches to open it up for the opening scene or something.
Yeah, sketches is like a business. Like I'm working with a hair business right now. She's been in business for like 15 years and she never had a commercial.
Right.
So I'm like creating her first commercial for her. She's pretty nervous, but it's just like she trusted me with my vision to deliver like for her clients. So she wants more clientele. She wants different clientele. So I'm creating like her first commercial for her brand. She's been in business for 15 years. So it's just
way before social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, because social media is about 10 years old now?
About 10. Yeah, I mean, you
about
mean like
10?
Facebook? Because
let's say
MySpace been around for a little bit longer.
but we wasn't using it to market stuff like that.
Right.
I'm saying the
marketing
to the degree.
age just came about.
Yeah, so that's about 7 years, about 7, 8 years maybe, give or take. So that's definitely going to help, her business. You know what I'm saying? But that's cool. That's dope. Do you have siblings?
I got 2. I got a brother and I got a sister.
Older or younger?
They're both older, so I'm the baby of the family.
So you're the baby.
Yeah,
so everybody's proud of the baby and what she's doing out here. Where
they
you from
better
originally?
be proud.
Do they help you?
I mean, I never really needed help. What you mean help? Like what?
Like help, like film or ever come on set?
No,
and, like,
they're actually they're all in Texas.
That's where you're originally from, Texas?
No, I'm from Buffalo, New York.
Buffalo. So you're a Bills fan?
Of course.
Bills Mafia?
Bills Mafia.
Oh,
Bills
shit.
Mafia. I'm really upset
crazy.
that they didn't
Y'all
go
crazy.
to the Super Bowl, but it's all
y'all
good.
wasn't going to the Super Bowl. That wasn't
I had some hope. I had some hope.
Yeah, it wasn't.
I had some hope.
That's like me, the Saints. I really thought we were going to go, but I knew deep down we're not going to beat Tom Brady 3 times in a year.
I had some hope.
But I feel you though. I can dig y'all have a good team.
Yeah,
Damn
we had a
good
good team. I think next year they'll do a lot better. I mean, we did good this year, but I think next year is going to be a good a good year too.
Yeah, I can see that. So how long have you been away from home?
So I've been here for 4 years.
So you came directly from Buffalo to here?
Directly from Buffalo, just kind of, just...
Why Atlanta? I ask people that, but why Atlanta? Why not Houston? Why not Dallas maybe, or something like that? Why Atlanta?
Well, at the time when I was leaving, like, I just knew that Atlanta had opportunity for Black people, as everybody say. And I just wanted to network with, people like-minded like myself. So I came to Atlanta. I knew the film industry was booming, and it's still booming. So I just came here, just kind of on like a dream type of thing. Like, I didn't really have a plan too much. Like, I had like a little plan, but I just really packed my bags and just left.
Most people say that. It's like Atlanta is the land of dreams.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to come back. We got some more questions for you.
That's what's
We're going to take a little break.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? If y'all in our live and Facebook, definitely ask some questions if y'all got some questions for it. Like, she can film you something. It's like, come on with it.
Yeah.
For real.
The next song is called Too Cold by Spliff Chambers.
We lit!
Next 100.
This new music.
Right now.
Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. I don't really like to brag, you know it. I get the bag, you know it. If you making that cash and blow it, take our money just a flash and throw it. I be making niggas mad, you know it. Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. Yeah, I'ma blow when I go and perform, and I show them the best. When I do not conform, I'm about to go hop on a jet fly. Oh, they sat to my neck, gotta get a new vest, why? Cause they see I'm up next, and the bitch is crystal. Vivid, like, how can I miss you? The cost of the drip means some heavy will hit you. Just got that shopping out of here, bitch. Little Betty looks better, she looking so gorgeous. But I can tell that she's cautious. She said my diamonds been sharpening the floor up. Can't be leading me on that, it's torture. Chasing the club, it's well after duck. My team man in the building, nobody don't start. Burning up several, getting high, I'm on another level. Mixing fire with the purple and the yellow. Strictly dickly, if your bitch come with me, I'ma hit it simply. Get that Uber quickly. Then lick the gag in case you try to get me, bitch. I'm Cuban link to make them do you filthy. I don't really like to brag, you know it. I get the bag, you know it. If you making that cash and blow it, take our money just a flash and throw it. I be making niggas mad, you know it. Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. I don't really like to brag, you know it. I get the bag, you know it. If you making that cash and blow it, take our money just a flash and throw it. I be making niggas mad, you know it. Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. Yeah. I spotted the cat, touch you run it up. Started touching the back, had a double up. Couple niggas got mad, so I know what's up. They will switch on the game for a couple bucks. Probably get your ass sleep for a double cup. Nigga, that's hurts for fighting. All my niggas rhyme shining. Only haters keep on spiting. VVS diamonds on my Cuban link shining. Got this ice on my neck and it's changing the climate. Rolex presidential timing. So many out there watching. Got the time but they will never clocking. Back in my bag, don't care about the tags. I'm negative energy dodging. Get to the bag, you know. I never settle for last, you know. Back in my past, you know. You can bet I'm on your ass for sure. I don't mean to brag. Send me the Addy real fast. I'ma go and hop up in the jacks. Never too late to go run up a sack. Yeah. I get the bag, you know it. If you making that cash and blow it, take our money just a flash and throw it. I be making niggas mad, you know it. Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. I don't really like to brag, you know it. I get the bag, you know it. If you making that cash and blow it, take our money just a flash and throw it. I be making niggas mad, you know it. Pull up the jag and blow it. Smoking on gas, the poet. Shorty a dumb and she bad and she know it. Yeah.
Next 100. Stand up. Get it pop right now. Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
Number one station for hip hop and R&B. You know what the deal is.
ATL's Next 100.
All right, and we back.
Welcome back.
You got to come back with some more juice than that. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome back.
You got to take it from the top and start this thing.
No, we don't. Anyway, what do you love most about filming?
I think what I love the most is just like creating an idea from scratch. You know, a lot of people can't really do that. A lot of people have ideas of what they want to do, but actually like executing it and like just having like no idea and then coming up with just a whole video. I think like the process is what I love the most, because you know, a lot of people just can't do that. A lot of people come to me like, I want a video, but have no idea really what they want.
That'd be me.
You know, what they really want, but, you know, I'll fulfill that.
I want to do
them.
something, but I don't know what I want to do. Can you figure that out for me?
Yeah. So I just like doing that for them, and then like just to see like their face after like the final product. Like, oh my God, like you really fulfilled what I needed, and you know, so I like that.
That, you know what, that signifies me all the way. Like whether it's video, whether it's a logo, whether it's branding material, I'm like, I don't know really what I want. Like, I need you to just learn who I am and then figure it out. Like, yes. I do that to everybody that makes stuff for me.
Right. So, but like before I even do a video, I would send them like 20 questions, just asking them like, you know, what's your brand colors? Like, what are you trying to do? Like, what's your demographic? Just so I can get a feel of who they are. Because I don't want to make something that's completely out of like who they are and what they're trying to represent. So I definitely ask like questions before I even start, just to kind of get a feel of who I'm dealing with, because everybody's different, you know. So, and that helps.
So let me ask you this: if I'm say I have a car detail business, you know, and I'm mobile, and you know my budget is not crazy, you know, what for you to do something for me that's kind of like a roundabout figure, how much would it cost me to get a good video?
It actually really depends on what someone wants.
Okay.
I don't really have like a set price for any of the video work that I do, just because everybody wants something different.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like if they want to, if I'm creating everything, it's going to be more than me just shooting. Like, you know what I'm saying? If they want different locations, it's going to be more. Like it just.
So they can get it a la carte. They can just get you just to shoot without curating anything?
Yeah, somebody can give me just, if they want just something shot, then I can do that. It's a lot of things that I just, like, you know, like a lot of events. I do a lot of event highlights. So if somebody wants me to, like, cover their event and do a recap video, I do a lot of that. And that's just me going out, shooting, not creating anything, just really compiling the footage and putting, like, how their event went into a dope video. So,
okay. So you do your own editing as well?
I do my own editing, too.
So that's where it's at, though.
Yeah, so
that's what the editing
because that's what counts. Like
major.
I don't want to go out and then like shoot and then like have someone edit it, because I'm shooting so I can edit. You know,
right. You know what you're shooting.
Right, and then vice versa. It's hard for me to like kind of hire people to shoot for me, because like they're not, like, we don't got the same eye. So like maybe what they're filming is not really what I would edit. So I'm shooting to edit. And, you know, that's what matters. So it's hard sometimes finding, like, good help, because everybody don't got the same eye as you. Everybody ain't creative.
So do you have a team at this point, or is this you?
I got a few people that I do have helped me sometimes, but I don't have, like, a set team. It's really just me.
Okay.
Really just me doing my thing. And, like, if I need somebody, if I have a heavy workload, I'll have someone do some editing for me. But it would just be, like, directive. I'll tell them, like, do this, do that. It wouldn't be like, okay, you on your own, edit this. Right. I'm gonna tell them how I want to edit.
Right. So let me ask you this: what's your favorite camera to shoot with?
I've only had I had two cameras. A lot of people are shooting and Sony. People got Reds, people got Black Magic, people got different things.
And some people hire you based on your camera, even if they don't even know anything about
that Red. I've been hearing about that Red.
That Red is that thing though. Yeah. So it's just like,
and my man got one, nice little tight compact.
Yeah.
You can tell it's worth something because it's heavy.
Right.
To be, you know, the size it is, it's heavy, it's tight, compact, and he was telling me like the lens for it is almost like a stack and all. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, and the lenses, but it's really like you could have a low cost camera and have a really expensive dope lens. Like, it's really about the lens more so than the camera. You can have like an inexpensive camera, but if your lens is not up to par, then, you know, the whole footage is done. You know, so it's more so about the lens than like the actual camera.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. So, oh, you like the one everybody's like, yo, she gonna be the one in the family that's gonna take us to the next level. Are you gonna change the trajectory of the wherever that way that family tree and things is flowing in your family? Are you gonna like now?
I mean, I want to. I mean, I don't think that like, that's what everybody was thinking, but I definitely would want to. I definitely would like to be.
You feel like doing yourself?
I do. I really do.
Let me
feel
get some,
because
I feel like this. I feel like saying shit, man. I'm like, man, I'm about to get my auntie some back teeth, man.
Yeah, and that's how I feel because
For
it's
real.
like I'm young, you know. I
Put the neon shit in the front.
No, for real.
For real. Listen, man, I bought some Hirachis. Real shit, no bullshit. I bought some Hirachis, some low-top Hirachis from Burlington. Mm-hmm. I go home, and the cats are swearing to God, I've got the sauce. Like, they was like, yo. They were like, bro, where you get them? Listen, I ain't had so many people question, but I felt like I was maybe I'm going to get robbed. But they were just so enticed with the shoes. And I'm like, and I'm matching with some socks or whatever, and a little shirt. But it was just like, man, yo, I was like, bro, I ain't doing nothing. Like,
you ain't doing nothing special.
Like that
like
y'all not doing, but it's something about being in Atlanta.
Yeah, well, Atlanta brings you a different type of energy. Like Atlanta is more supportive. We got a lot of catty, you know, behind the scenes stuff, but the majority of Atlanta is really supportive. You always gonna find somebody that's willing to help you and teach you and grow. Yeah. And a lot of cities outside of here are really crab in the barrel. And that's the part where people, you know,
but a lot of people transit here though. A lot of people like Alabama and, you know, other parts of Georgia, South Carolina, things like that. Even as far as North Carolina, Florida. You know,
a lot of people come here.
A lot of people come here to do business.
Just to do business.
And you got to come through Atlanta. Atlanta, one of the places you got to come through.
Yeah, you got to come here.
You got to come
see so many opportunities. Like I'm from Buffalo, where it's not a lot going on. You know,
right.
it like you said, it's one of them type of cities. So it's just like when you come here, you got opportunity. And it's just like you're not running into the same people. It's always people going to always come here because they don't come in here for vacation. It's just like you're not running into the same people, the same clients. If you got like a business, like in Buffalo, it's just hard to do your own thing out there because they're gonna go, you know, based on popularity. If you're not popular, it's just like, you know, you can be good, but if you're not popular, then it's just like they don't care about what you got going on. Yeah. So it's just like. It's easier.
Is it real crabby there as well? Like
it's very crabby.
Okay.
It's very crabby, but it's actually getting a little bit better. But it's very crabby.
What's the hottest artist coming out of Buffalo?
Griselda, the whole Griselda team.
Okay.
Griselda, Benny the Butcher, West Side Gun, Conway, all of them. Like they put on for Buffalo and music.
I heard of Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, all of them. Like they the ones to do it. Like really put our city on the map. Because like for the longest, it's like. You know, you from Buffalo, like what's Buffalo? You know, they associate with it coal or wings. And then or they be like, or people that aren't.
I definitely see people like Buffalo where they make the wings at.
Yeah, like it's just like the whole geography thing. They think like, you go to the city a lot. It's like, no, we like 6-7 hours away. Like
we don't even go to New York.
Yeah, like we Western New York, like so.
So Buffalo is right above Syracuse, right?
It's like, it's Buffalo, Rochester, Syracuse. So Syracuse is closer to New York City. We're actually closer to Canada.
So it's Canada, Buffalo.
So downtown Buffalo is like 5 minutes from like Canada, like across the border. We got a border right there.
Y'all can do the border thing? Y'all cross
border. So it's from Toronto, it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Did y'all used to go to Toronto or anything?
Yeah, like because
that's a thing for Buffalo Indians. What do y'all call yourself?
Buffalonian.
Okay. Buffalonian.
That almost sound like baloney.
Yeah.
Buffalonian.
But it sound like Buffalinos. That's what really kicked me to the Buffalinos. Anyway.
Buffalonians. Yeah, like cause we used to go to Toronto because their legal age is 19. So 19, you know, we got a couple more years. You're gonna go up there and act grown.
Well, see, like I think everybody does it. Like if you live close to like those borders of the other states, like, you know, people that live in Southern California, they going over to Mexico every other hour. Like it's nothing, you know what I'm saying? Versus somebody over here, but like, oh, you finna go to Mexico? Like, I mean, it looks like 5
But not the people in Texas. They part of Mexico be different.
Oh yeah, my brother.
Texas border is a different.
My brother, he live in El Paso, and he always tell me about Juarez with Mexico. He ain't messing around. So
yes, you don't want to get caught up in that. You'll be a gringo. Yeah, nah. You don't want that. You don't want that. But that's pretty dope though. That's pretty cool. And you know what? I love to hear people who migrate here from different places. Mm-hmm. Myself, you know, being from New Orleans, not being from here. You know, it's just a sense of pride, especially when you come from a place like a Cleveland or New Orleans or Detroit or Mississippi or maybe Memphis.
Mm-hmm. All I say is I appreciate that y'all are here, but let all your cousins and families and sisters.
I want more people.
We
full.
We full.
Thank you. Once you hit everybody, we are full.
Keep coming.
It's packed. The traffic is high. The rates in housing is high.
Go pull a Sprinter bus around front. Go get some more of them.
Move to South Carolina, Tennessee.
Go get some more of them.
They come back with a party bus, bro.
Yes. No, because what you do is you bring this is the thing, right? people from Atlanta, they cool. They got a lot of OG stories, and I listen to them because I want to kind of wrap my mind around what that time was like. But that's not here. And people from Atlanta, they didn't go to other places like Sandy Springs. Of course, that wasn't fully developed and all that, but they just didn't go out. Us, foreigners came here and made those places what it is. Jones Creek and Norcross being what it is. We made those places. Foreigners come here, made those places what it is. Snellville, where I live, and things like that. We making those places. You see what I'm saying? So the original OG people, the natives, they don't want to leave. They want to stay where they at, and they cool. That's cool. And sometimes that get regentrified, and they got to.
Well, they moved to Dahlonega.
Well, Dahlonega, I think they hang niggas. I think they get a one Negro.
Is that up north? That's north?
Yeah, that's going towards the outlets. If you take like 400 and all
that.
Yeah,
I heard about that, but
I don't know. They got rebel flags.
I ain't never heard about
that. Yeah, Dahlonega, they got rebel flags. They got rebel flags.
Look,
You're not going to be comfortable.
I'm from Alabama, so...
You're not going to be comfortable with
all
that.
right, I hear you, but...
Dahlonega is different. I used to live in Alabama. I used to live in Alabama. I used to go to school in Alabaster, Alabama. It's different in Dahlonega than it is Alabama.
Yeah,
Alabama
because they cocky, like they got a sense of cockiness.
But that's one thing about it, like from me being from Mississippi, then going to Louisiana, and then growing up in Alabama, every state racism is a tad bit different.
Yeah,
like,
Louisiana stuff a little different. Like they kind of cool. Like the white people, they cool. They don't really want you to go ahead of them, but they super cool with it. But they still, it's there, but they're not really super passive. Super passive because they're so cool. They want to drink and it's a party and everybody have a good time. But it's different though. Mississippi is just like.
That's how they sound. They sound like Mississippi racism. Like
Mississippi, that's why I first saw.
They in your face and they very arrogant about it.
Yeah,
like,
Mississippi,
don't
they
come
different.
around here.
They told my dad straight up before he moved there. He would, of course, grew up there here and there. But they told him, it was like, you must be from the city. And he was like, what? He was like, because you like to talk a lot. He was getting coffee in a little breakfast spot, a little spot he frequent. And the guy just told him straight up, you must be from the city because you like to talk a lot. And my dad just talking horses and livestock and interacting, but you ain't supposed to know a lot. You're supposed to say a lot. You're supposed to be humble, shut up, get in, get out. And I couldn't be in that environment.
Cause you like to talk a lot.
Yeah, because you can't come at me sideways like that. Like that ain't gonna fly. So, could you imagine that?
So we will not be moving.
No, we can't go too far. But this the crazy part. If you go 50 minutes outside of Atlanta, in any direction, it's different.
Oh yeah, all right. No.
You go past Covington, it's different. You go past Griffin, it's different. You go past anywhere 50. You go 400 to Dahlonega, it's different. Atlanta holds that diversity. It holds that black power.
Metro Atlanta,
and
outside of
and that finance.
That's how we turn blue.
And that finance, that money. Atlanta got a lot of black money coming through here. Well, that money don't stretch to Dahlonega. You know what I'm saying? It don't go to Dahlonega.
It can.
It can, but we ain't set up there.
So I will say that there are people starting to move.
Like Blue Ridge. Like, they don't make it to Blue Ridge. You know Blue Ridge, Georgia?
Nope.
That's where they got the cabins at, right?
Yeah.
It's starting to make it to Blue Ridge, too.
Okay.
Because, like, people...
I don't doubt it, though.
Because people are... The black culture is taking over. Because at the end of the day, we're looking at our investments. We're looking where the property is. We're looking where the land is. Like, we're more educated than,
way more educated.
They were before. So we know, okay, well, this is a good city for the atmosphere. But, where are the good prices? Where are the good houses? Where's the land? Where's the property value that's, what I'm saying? No, everybody doesn't want to live in that, shoot 'em over. You know what I'm saying? Like, they had golf, we got golf. You got tennis, we want tennis too. You got swimming, we got swimming too. I mean, whatever
we killing gymnastics.
Whatever
like,
you
we
can
just can't get enough of gymnastics. Like, every little black girl come up is like with a little ponytail to the side. She's like, I'm about to kill gymnastics. Did you when you was growing up, did you have something that you was like, I'm inspired to be that, but you're not that now? Did you want to always do this?
I was just at home. I mean, nah, I didn't. I was just at home for Christmas, and I had found like this little notebook or something. I guess like something I did in pre-K. It said I wanted to be like a firefighter. And I'm like, nah, I would never do nothing like that. Now I don't know why. I don't know what I was thinking.
Well, kids reach.
Well, in the younger years,
I think it's just like, how you teach it, when you in...
They tell you about that.
They tell you about doctors, nurses, firefighters. They don't
tell you about a film director.
Yeah, So I'm thinking like, maybe firefighters. So yeah, but never.
But my daughter wants to be a police teacher, hairdoer. Because her mom's a teacher. And for some reason she like police. What it is, my daughter don't like littering. She don't like when people litter. And you better put your seatbelt on. Right?
She really just want to be a boss.
So she really just want, and she know that police have authority figure, and they tell people what to do. And the worst, and if you don't listen to them, they can put you somewhere. Ooh. So she wants to have that type of authority.
She want to be a boss.
You know what I'm saying? But then she into the cooking now. And then she likes babies, so she might have a nursery. I don't know. But, you know, kids reach, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be a veterinarian, but I really love animals.
I wanted to be an obstetrician.
What's an obstetrician exactly?
I wanted to be the person that, you know, you saying push. I'm the one getting.
Oh, you're the nurse the deliver nurse.
It's like a midwife, ain't it?
No, the doctor that comes in after all the nurses and did all the work. All I do is just stand there. The baby come out. I give it to the nurse and I leave, and I get paid. You know.
Oh, that's it. That's all. That's all the job is.
He's just a delivery doctor. That's it.
But they get paid the most because they are the doctor. You know, the nurses do the work. You know, the vitals and all the other stuff. But that doctor is the doctor that has to make sure the baby comes out right. You know, if something happens wrong,
he don't wipe the baby off for nothing. He just get this thing,
something goes wrong with the baby, that doctor is the one at fault. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna sue the nurses. You're gonna sue the doctor. So the doctor gets the big money to just be like, okay, push, boom, baby here. All right, nurse, handle that, clean it up, give it to the mom.
He don't even take his own gloves off after he passed the baby off. Come on, man, get my gloves. Come on, man. Hey, get my gloves.
And that's what I wanted to do.
Around front. This one done.
And then I gotta go get one in 2B because she got the birth too. Okay, got that one. Boom. Here you go. Next. Okay, push. Boom. Get that one. All right. We got a lady in labor across.
Listen. The birth of a child.
That's too much.
It's crazy. Do you have kids?
No,
Do you want kids?
Possibly. I'm not.
One day.
One day.
When she see a cute one on Instagram, she be like,
cute one. I'm like, but then I
want to dress it. She be like, I want to dress it.
She just need a baby alive.
Yeah, that's it. Just get a nice little baby alive.
I got a dog, and I think that's enough.
What kind of dog do you have?
Shih Tzu.
A Shih Tzu? Mm-hmm. Pretty cool. Those are not hyperallergenic, are they?
No, they're hyperallergenic.
They are? Mm-hmm. The Shih Tzu, yeah. I think how much it hit you for? Good penny?
Well, it was like a stepdog of mine. Like, I got it from someone. So he wasn't really, you know, taken care of like he's supposed to. So I actually took the dog from him.
So a guy had a Shih Tzu?
Uh-huh.
Guys have little dogs all the time.
Well, he's
not this guy.
He actually bought.
He ain't no Shih Tzu.
Oh, right here.
He's like nah.
He got a bully over there.
I'm about to say that.
Bully.
He got a red-nosed pit bull.
He said, nah, don't even say that with my name.
There ain't no Shih Tzu. I'm looking at it, bro. He ain't say one word. He ain't say, hey, how y'all doing or nothing. He came in like straight security.
He's security.
Like for real.
He got a bully though.
I can tell. I can see his aura says bully, or maybe a Rockwall or something, or something that'll bite you.
Something with a chain on it.
Yes, yeah. Whoa. You got cracked the window about that much. You can't.
This ain't no leash dog right now.
Nah, man. But you know it's crazy. The bullies they so sweet dogs. Is he a sweet dog? He tried to get in your lap and everything and all that shit.
Very nice, very sweet dog. Like just like.
Does he play with the Shih Tzu?
He be trying to, but my dog is so standoffish. He don't really want to play.
He ain't trying to rock.
He's old. He's like actually tomorrow his birthday 10. So
okay, so you got some age on him.
He don't act like an old dog.
Have you bred him yet?
He never.
Does he have the ability to?
I don't think so.
He don't have nothing back there?
No, he do, but I don't think he ever did anything.
But so you can breed.
He could, but he don't like dogs.
At 10?
At 10, he ain't trying to do nothing.
That's 70, because 10 times 7 is 70.
Yeah, 70.
Come on, let the old man get a rep. We got a Pomeranian over here now. You know what I'm saying? We got a sugar baby. We got a sugar baby with the sugar daddy on it.
We can make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
You want to do it?
What dog is that?
That's a cute dog. Pomeranian and Shih Tzu. Shitaranian.
Shitaranian.
What? We're about to have some Shitaranian puppies.
No.
Y'all trying to do something? Y'all trying to bring a new breed up? I'm just saying, if the filming don't work
with $1
and the radio don't work, we got Shitaranians.
My dog
going for the low.
My dog is only 6 years old.
Oh, it's 10 and 6. He's 60. He's
70.
No. That's 6 times 7. Listen, man, don't have me trying to do math in here. You trying to have me work the problem out with this Chinese math? Listen, that's a lot of numbers, a lot of age, but I think they can have one set of puppies. Even if they pop one puppy out.
No.
They can pop one puppy.
My dog don't like dogs either.
But when she come in heat, all you gotta do is tell her if a female dog is ready to breed. When she come in heat after a few days,
my dog
you just get in her area right there, kind of just feather it.
Dogs have some entanglement.
My dog is an independent woman. She got her toys in the drawer and she go to work when she. That's it.
No. First thing is you let them.
We all need entanglements.
Listen. I watched the documentary. I watched the documentary about stray dogs on Amazon.
Oh my God!
Man.
And when I tell you, when a female is in heat,
they freaky, bro.
Bruh,
Listen,
they ain't it. Listen, I found out, and I thought I knew some shit. I found out that she can get pregnant by multiple, not just one or two. If both of them hit them and they going at it, and they be on her back, she be exhausted. Like, they just be all on, they be sniffing her, they be fighting over it, she just be like, man.
Bro, those stray dogs something crazy. I was at the studio one day, bro, and like right across the street, it was some stray dogs, right? One female and like 5 boys. Bro. And they were just taking turns on her, bro.
Yes.
Just,
After he done, boom. Yeah. The next one, boom. I was like, yeah.
She getting freaked out.
Yeah.
That's wild.
And then you got the other one going around her front, licking in her mouth. I'm like, y'all gonna do this in front of us? Just dog Pornhub.
Yeah, dog porn.
What is this?
They was going crazy, bro.
Yeah,
But
you didn't cut your eyes. You continue to watch,
We
did
are
you?
not
You a freaky boy.
Yeah,
You a freaky. You a freaky boy, man. What are you doing? Watching this dog porn, man.
We're not having palm zoos out here.
Don't try to overthrow me. Actually,
Palm zoos or Shitteranians? Which one is it?
It's palm zoos because Shitteranian sounds horrible.
It does.
Yeah, Shitteranian sounds like I don't think anybody's trying to buy it.
Right.
Palm zoos. We would go with palm zoos. Shitteranians is terrible. Why y'all let me roll with that? It's terrible. But now, seriously, if you want to breed him, now after you breed him, if he could pop a puppy, he probably gonna give you his son.
Yeah, I would have to get another dog. I don't think he would. Because
he probably gonna pass the fuck away. He ain't gonna pass out to go to sleep. That nigga gonna pass away.
Right, you gonna take her dog trying to breed.
Because they get locked up. And he's gonna be like, listen, I ain't got no more love in me. For real.
No, oh my God, I can't.
But you know what's crazy? That's how you know if you really, really love a dog, because when they get to a point where they're no longer cute, and you have to start really treating them like humans, where they can't hold their bowels, or they peeping and peeing and pooing everywhere. You be like, damn, man, you're not even cute no more. They don't even go fetch. You just throw it a nigga, look. I get to it. Yeah. Like my mom had a Yorkie, man. I found this Yorkie. I was actually somewhere I wasn't supposed to be. And I saw a Scottish Terrier, the dog that's Toto. Remember Toto, the little black furry one? And the Yorkie. And when I called him, they almost got hit by a van. So I called him, and the Scottish Terrier was like, man, I ain't fucking with you. The Yorkie came to me, hopped in the car, and I just pulled off with that guy.
Oh
my mom is hitting my line, like, where you at? Where you? Like, on me. And I wasn't supposed to be in a certain area. So when I pulled up, she fussing. I just let the Yorkie out. Conversation over. She had that Yorkie for 15. She had that Yorkie from 2000 and I was in high school. So it was like 2001 until probably like 2000. That nigga lived about 14 years. Because we got him, we brought him to the vet. He was about a year old at that time. Nice, very, very sharp dogs. Yorkies are sharp, but don't think about those types of dogs. They're very sensitive. You can hurt their feelings.
Yeah, I used to have a Yorkie.
You could hurt their feelings. Like they very emotionally sensitive. And another thing, dogs cry. I saw a video with a dog, like she was at the gravesite. Yeah, the dog was like panting. Like,
oh yeah, I seen that.
You saw that when she was at the gravesite of her owner.
Yeah,
and the dog was.
That people don't know dogs feel that.
So we gonna get her to film a doggy documentary for you.
That'd be dope. Would you do something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I'm with whatever idea, concept.
She said whatever, where the money resides. That's what she feels.
That's the thing. Like I like docs. You know, Toni be on my ass about you. Like Duke, shit.
Docs is a lot.
I like docs. Oof. You know what I'm saying? I like docs. Are you a documentary watcher?
I do. I sometimes I'm not really into like television like that, but.
Right. Me neither. I don't like television.
Yeah, like I don't.
But Netflix is different.
Yeah,
Amazon is different.
Probably same thing.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
It's all the same thing. But anyway, do you got to be somewhere? Can we keep you a little bit longer?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, we're going to keep her a little bit longer. We're going to bring you into the lit conversation and everything. And then, as we wrap up, we'll let everybody know the details of how to find you, book you, log you. But we're going to take another break. And we're going to play Anthony Brown, Birds. Since we're talking about animals and dogs, I feel like birds should, flow right in there.
We lit!
100.
Yeah, I'm good at having this time.
For 14 years, he sold crack cocaine.
Had it planned in a dream just to stack up all this cake. All hustle, no luck, and a little bit of fate. Started off selling weed, moving on that interstate. Had them pounds for the low, straight buzz, no shake. When I started serving fiends, that's when my heart started to race. All this money coming in, getting richer, free base. Molly Hard and cocaine, heroin and Percase. Neighborhood drug man, all the junkies know me. Call me midnight, cause I don't serve in the day. All the scams died down, started serving the gate. Your mans was a rat, he was serving the jakes. Gave up the whole team, now you doing 30. It's a dirty game, you better do the dishes, nigga. In the streets, ain't no hoping, no wishing, nigga. Get a pack, bag it up, and then you flip it, nigga. Get off your ass, ain't no motherfucking sitting, nigga. Now Zed Jones, it was motherfucking written, nigga. You pray to God, man, I pray that it's smitten, nigga. Timberland boots pop out, then I lynch a nigga. Move wrong with the pack, you go missing, nigga. Streets cold, work jumping, and the Glock hot. Remember days we was working off a crock pot. Scrim talk, we was trapping off a hot spot. All I needed was an X6 and a laptop. CP in the new crib, nigga, that's the stash spot. Using pros to get phones, made a nigga mad hot. Investigations on the team, like we fighting mad lock. Kept the lawyer and retained a nigga, I never got locked. I don't wear designer, drive a foreign car. Still working 9 to 5, and I don't trick off on broads. Stay low with your bread, you ain't gotta be a star. Ever since I met the plug, a young nigga go hard.
Your husband was a drug dealer. For 14 years, he sold crack cocaine.
Stand up! Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B. Next 100 DL's next 100 popping.
And we back, bitch. Oh, listen, check this out. We got Queen T. Live.
We got her in the building, and she is going to stay here for our lit conversation, and so I'm so glad. And then we got Melvin from Baby Boy here too, and if he got something to say, you know what I'm saying, go ahead, shout it out. We can hear you. We here for you. But so the question is, okay, with Ray J and Princess Love, they have 2 beautiful children, gorgeous kids, we know that they're going back and forth in the media. They're getting divorced. They finally decide divorce is the way to go, right? Mm-hmm.
I'm tired of these celebrities getting divorced. Stay together.
But the thing is, since you said that, the thing is, Princess wants to have a 3rd child with Ray J.
What?
She said they still going through the divorce. She don't really want to be with him. She just wants to have a baby with him. She just, they got 2 kids. She want another one. She want 3 kids. And the question is this toxic? Do we think it's for money, or do we think the back and forth in the social media is for social media entertainment purposes? And for yourself, would you do it yourself? Like, if you have a child with one person, would you continually just to have a child with that one person just to keep that, back and forth? The only person you got to deal with is that one person?
Knowing me, probably so. I'm not the type of person that had like multiple baby fathers. Like, say if it didn't work out, it didn't. So I probably would, like, if I already had to. But I mean, she probably is doing it for money. Like, you just never know people like intent with stuff, like, especially with like people in the entertainment industry. So I don't know, but yeah, I probably would do it. But yeah, it's still, I think it's toxic for sure. Like, it's just like, y'all about to get a divorce. Like, why? What do you want to have another baby for? Like, the 2 is cool. That's how I feel. 2 is cool.
What about you, Sterling Silver?
I don't have any kids yet, so I'm not really sure if that's toxic or not. Like, that's a little weird to kind of go back to your ex to have a kid. Yeah. That's like you going through a divorce, so it clearly didn't work out. So now y'all finna go back down that road. That's a little toxic. So it's like kind of my style, I like that toxic,
You like that toxic stuff?
Yeah, like.
So you might do it. You might be like, hey girl, we already got 2. Let's go on in for 3 and go ahead and wrap it up for both of us.
It depends on what kind of mother she is. If she like a good mother, I wouldn't mind it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what kind of mother she'll be to the kid. But I don't know, because it seems like her motives a little bit, a little tweak. Because you get.
But I'm saying she already had 2 kids, so the money is already there. You already paying the money.
True.
She might want some more money.
I mean, I guess. I don't know if 3 tops it off. I asked the question, so we're going to ask Melvin. Melvin,
Melvin don't got no mic. We going to give Melvin a mic or what? The world got to hear what Melvin got to say about this here. Can we turn that mic on right there? Get on that mic, Mel.
Come on, Melvin.
Yeah. You're a part of the crew now.
We gonna recruit you. You thought you was finna come over here and sit and be quiet.
Yeah. Bring it into you. Bring it into you. Lean forward or bring it into you. There you go.
Got you. I don't know. I mean, knowing Ray J is probably for entertainment reasons. You know, he's a loving hip hop type of guy. Definitely for.
Would you do it though?
No, I definitely wouldn't do it.
Okay.
I definitely wouldn't do it.
What about you, Toni?
What about you?
Why you keep bouncing the question around?
Because I asked the question, so I feel like everybody should answer before I give my final, synopsis.
Well, for as me, I would do it, and me and my daughter's mother, we already talked about that. So that was a conversation that came about. If you don't happen to find anybody, or I don't happen to find someone at a certain time, we feel like we both are great parents or good parents. You already know what you're dealing with that person. If it's child support or not. Of course, when the child support element is there, it may seem a little sticky and kind of sideways. But if that's not the case, and y'all good co-parents, some people just don't work well. And why go get another baby mother or another baby father from someone else when this person is an excellent parent? May not be a great person to build with for your individual needs, but they great when it comes down to co-parenting with a child. So for us, it was like, that's not, that's, what I'm saying.
What about the next person though? The next person you decide to be with?
Well, if I would have had a certain amount of kids in a certain amount of time, whoever I meet, and I'm not having no kid. But that was it.
Stressful, bro.
Like I'm talking about, like I don't want it. You know what I'm saying? But things don't work out, and you got to move on. So I would rather not be in a toxic situation. My daughter has to see me love a woman versus tolerate a woman, because that's not sowing the right seed in her emotional state.
And those are two different things.
So I can be loving to her mother if I'm not expecting any love from her mother. And she can see that. But if I need love from her, I need the intimate sides of her, and she can't really provide it in the aspect of what I need, then now she's going to see a different version of if we just step back away from that and just focus on co-parenting on the behalf of her. And if we great parents, why not have another kid? Now, this is the tricky part. I didn't want to penetrate. And she was like, nigga, I ain't about to go do the doctor. I was like, well, shit, we not doing no kids. Because see, that's when the emotional part gets into it. Now, if we could just go to the doctor, he could take my sperm and semen and then put it to your egg and then do that deal, no problem. But I don't want to penetrate. I don't want to have no intimate moment with you, because I don't see you like that. And when you're like a sister, you know what I'm saying? If you're getting dressed and I'm talking to my daughter and I see a little, I don't even want to look at it. Like, I'm just not interested. Like, in my mind, for you, that's not where my mind is when it comes down to you. You see what I'm saying?
That take growth, though, bro.
For real.
Salute, bro.
Well, you just can't tamper. Once you step away from a woman, you can't tamper back and forth. You can't be on no double dutch shit, and you can't do that. You got to really step away from it.
That for you, bro. That's some growth, man.
Well, you got to do it, because I've watched a lot of guys not do it that way. I watched a lot of guys say, well, I don't want to be with you, and then when they get lonely, they want to dip into the cookie jar. You just can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Unless you want to try to elongate a relationship and y'all just take a time apart to try to get back together, you cannot tap into that woman like that. Or a woman shouldn't be dealing with her guy like that. And I think that's why our relationship is able to be what it is. Because once we stopped dealing, my daughter's just turned 7. We had no dealing since my daughter was under 2 years old. And I have like zero interest.
She never got jealous seeing you with another woman?
Did she ever get jealous?
Yeah.
I think emotion comes about, but I think she's an Aquarius, and she try to keep her composure. You know what I'm saying? But I think emotion comes about because it shows in tone, it shows in the engagement and how we interact, or how she interacts with me in a certain way. But what offsets is the fact she got a guy. So if somebody feels occupied, see, when you're lonely, you're sitting by yourself. What happens is that person, male or female, most times, a lot of time with women, because they look at it like, you got me pregnant, like they wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like they just woke up like, what the fuck is this shit? No, we got pregnant. We did something. That's what happened. We were deliberate or non-deliberate, and this is the end result of it. You know, and if she got to sit there by herself in idle time, she could start feeling like, and then people could get in her head, or her own emotions start firing off, and she could start feeling like, you left me here with a child. Because a lot of women feel like a man can walk away from the child, which men can't. I don't think that is fair to a woman, you know what I'm saying? But men can, that option is always vaguely there. So they can always take an exit stage left type of situation. And, you know, but when they got somebody to preoccupy them time and they feel like they're getting what they want, some of their needs are being met, they kind of, you know, back up off you. And you want somebody to find somebody.
But why not have a baby with the new guy?
But she probably will. But think about it like this. If you don't have a child with the new guy, and if the new guy doesn't have a child, how do you know how well he would be as a parent? You have to walk through that process. And you don't want to throw a child in the mix to find out he really ain't shit.
And you can't tell.
But
he done went deep on you.
Versus the guy that's already proven, and you've already been there, but you was able to roll a dice and roll a 7 on an out.
He done went deep on
you. You don't want to roll a 7 after you hit your point.
That's crazy.
We know. Y'all know dice. Y'all know how dice go.
That's crazy.
We know that.
You see what I'm saying? So, you know, if you got a good co-parenting situation and you're like, you know what, man, we got 2 twin girls, and you're like, I want a boy, and then you're like, all right, let's do it. And you get a boy, you're like, I'm straight. I'm good. I got me a junior, got me 2 beautiful little lovelies right here. You could go ahead on, you could rip the nuts off, throw them across your back. I don't need them no more. And then I looked up and found out a man without testicles could still get it on. You don't need them. Well, now, you know, they don't rip your nuts out, but they just do your little snip shit. You know what I'm saying? And you good to go.
I just think sometimes with women, you know, they would like to have their own family versus just seeing you.
Everybody feels like that.
Right. You know, so
that's a human thing.
That's
right.
not just women.
So
all of us feel like that. All of us feel like. You have kids?
I got 2.
You got 2?
Uh-huh.
Are you with your kid's mother?
No, I'm not.
Okay. You feel like that. If you meet a woman and she has kids, you're going to feel like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You go, because it's not an organic, that's not your children. Now, if the father is not there at all, or he just deadbeat, now you're able to maybe step in, especially at a young age, where you can nurture that child and help develop that child's mental, his emotional state, her emotional state, and you can help groom it. I was groomed like that by a stepdad, but my real dad was there every day. You see what I'm saying? But I take natural traits from my stepdad that just naturally came because I'm in his space, and then I take innate abilities that's just organically there. You see what I'm saying? I just assimilated because I saw my dad go to work. I saw him do certain things a certain way, and I felt like it made sense because I saw his logic and his motive behind it. I made it a part of who I was.
I mean, that's the best way to be groomed, like by mentors, really.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So when you end a woman's life and they got kids, you want to be there seriously because that kid is watching you. That kid is watching how you treat their mother. That kid is watching how you interact and engage with their mother. So, you know, and the same thing for if you got a daughter. You got daughters or sons?
A boy and a girl.
See, your daughter going to look at how a woman treats you.
Yeah.
But she's going to look at how you interact with a woman and be like, well, shit, if my dad do a certain thing, then I guess that's how it should go.
Right.
And she's going to open up herself to that type of guy, that type of personality. So, you know, all of that's important, you know, when I look at with the whole blended family.
I think that thinking right there was missing it, like in
our
entire generation. Cause
listen,
like
this is good content for a question.
It is.
But you guys think that like you a byproduct of like I'm like a byproduct, and we like byproducts of the '80s, but then you like the byproduct of that, like you know what I'm saying. So they just didn't know how to think like that. You know, like the education we talking about earlier, the fact that we got good, you know, we're trying to aim for our credit, we're trying to move a certain way and live a certain way. It makes us think outside of that box. It's like, yo, nah, it's cool. Okay, we ain't work out. But you seem like a cool guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, cool, it's cool. Like, listen, we'll have a mutual conversation and I get an understanding of who you are. You can understand who I am. And me as a father, you as a guy that's going to be a parental figure in my child's life. And we cool. Do you have certain ground rules that you just not adhering to when it comes down to your child and dealing with your child mother's boyfriend or whatever?
For me, it was more so about just building a relationship with them.
Okay.
Making sure that the kids see me interact with them. Because a lot of times with like, I know with both of my kids, they feel like they need to pick sides. You know,
between you and then and mom and him,
right. You know, so everything over there they may be happy, they may like the guy, but when they get with me, they may feel like
I shouldn't like him because you're my dad.
Yeah. Right. So I get a lot of that. So
how do you help massage that mind to get them to just understand that it's cool. You don't have to be anti him because you pro dad.
Like again, the interaction. So. When birthday parties come around and stuff like that, I make it my effort so they can see me like, you know, we can be friends. We can
That's
be cool,
great.
and it's not a problem. And also making sure your kids give him respect. You know,
right?
Say, oh, you ain't my dad. You don't got to tell him what to do. No. You know, if your mom felt like he was a good enough guy to be in your life, he's a good enough guy to tell you, to lay down some ground rules for you to follow. So
I have a friend. I have a friend that lives in a co-parent situation. Her older son is by one guy, and then she has her 2 younger kids by someone else. But like when I look at their dynamic, like the 2 fathers or whatever, they're almost like best friends. Almost like they hang, they go out to drink together, hang out, go to the game or whatever. And when I look at them 2 together, it's like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Like seeing something that you don't typically see on a regular basis. Like it's hard to really see 2 men come together like that. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like the stipulation, like Duke was saying, like you want to be in your child's life. You don't want to think of no other man waking up to your child, being with your child, or even the idea of them calling, the other person dad or stepdad or whatever, affectionate word that they use to symbolize the bond that they now share. Like that's hard for a lot of people to see. So when I see those 2 guys, I was just like, wow. And even unfortunately my friend, she passed, but that didn't stop the relationship between the 2 guys, because even though her older son is with his dad, his dad, they still come together to make sure all the kids are together, all the kids are bonding. Whatever they do, and they do it as a family. Like, and that's the type of life that I envision for me, because I have kids, and that's the life I envision for me. I want everybody, like, whether it's my kids, his kids, everybody is a whole family. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like that side, this side. It's like we live in separate houses, but we're like 2 houses, 1 home. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody together to build the unit.
That's what that's the number one thing I preach, is like we all on the same team. So my son name is King, so we all on Team King. We all on Team Malia. We all on one team. So yeah, I preach that all the time.
No, that's it. What you're saying is solid. That's gold. But I want people who listening, it is extremely, extremely difficult to allow the reality that feels like a harsh reality. And that, like Toni said, you have somebody come in as a father, and then this person's going to be a parental figure, a guardian type person. That honestly, if your child don't wake up to you every day, they're going to wake up to that person every day. They're going to have to build some level of a bond. That person's going to have to help them brush their teeth, and going to help them put their shoes on. May even do things that, because scheduling or availability, you're not able to do. Next thing you know, your child come over and they can tie their shoes. And you're like, damn, I wanted to do that. Or your child can ride a bike, and you're like, damn, I wanted to do that. Or your child plays the game with them. Like, that was one thing me and my stepdad did. I was bonded between the dogs he had, the fact that he was a mechanic. He had pit bulls, and we played the video game. My dad, on the other hand, he raced cars and all that, but he wasn't a mechanic. But all my uncles built cars, so that was, they had that similarity. But he liked hunting. I didn't really care for hunting, but I go because my uncles went, my grandfather went, and I go with him and kick it, and it was all good because I was out with the fellas. But he also was into the horses. You see what I'm saying? So
that's a hard one to do.
I was able to appreciate both lifestyles and blend it together, and it became a part of me and who I am. But it's definitely not easy, but it's the most mature thing that you probably could do as a grown man with children.
Hand claps for the growth. Man.
Yes, hand claps for the growth. But we're going to take another break, and we're going to come back. I'm going to do a quick answer to the question, because I really never answered the question.
Well, first thing, we ain't taking breaks. We playing songs. We getting to this next song.
Yeah.
You feel?
Which would
tell them what the song is.
So we're going to take a song break, and then we're going to get back to our interview with Queen T, and we're going to let y'all know how y'all can connect with her on the things that she has going. Don't try me don't come for me unless I sent
What's the name of the song?
For you.
What's the name of the song?
The name of the song is...
What's the name of the song?
I don't even think that's the right song.
Read the paper right.
I don't think it's the right song, but I think it's supposed to be Anxious by Courtney J, but I think we're actually probably going to play Red Boy Flip 'Em by Jimmy Q.
Say it again. We lit!
All day, every day. Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B.
You know what this is? The place to find new music.
ATL's Next 100.
Huh? She wanna ride, she can ride too. I got the trap like a drive-through. I got them Glocks and bananas too. Told the little nigga what he wanna do. She dropped that top like a fucking coot. After that, I'ma get that little bitch to boot. My flow is sick like I got the flu. I'm about my business just like a suit. Young nigga just rolled me a blunt or two. Hard these pills, don't know what to do. Look at these hunters, you know they blue. Rebel flip on just call me Lil Blue Clue. Everything on us is fucking new. You can just call us a new crew. I want the head, I don't want your boo. I just put your bitch in some Jimmy Choo. I got that Jew like my name Q. I got that pat, know you heard the news. I let your bitch blow me like a flu. After that, I skirt off in the whoop-de-doo. Ooh, she stuck on a nigga like tattoo. Ooh, run up on me, that's a bad move. We got grenades in them choppers too. Master P should've put me on body too. Ooh, kicking shit like a Roddy Kid too. Ooh, I'm the shit, boy, I thought you fucking knew. You in love with that bitch, she ain't even cute. Wanna go to war, let me call my troops. She wanna ride, she can ride too. I got the trap like a drive-through. I got them Glocks and bananas too. Told the little nigga what he wanna do. She dropped that top like a fucking coot. After that, I'ma get that little bitch to boot. My flow is sick like I got the flu. I'm about my business just like a suit. Young nigga just rolled me a blunt or two. Hard these pills, don't know what to do. Look at these hunters, you know they blue. Rebel flip on J, call me Lil Blue Clue. Everything on us is fucking new. You can just call us a new crew. I want the head, I don't want your boo. I just put your bitch in some Jimmy Choo. My got that white like vanilla ice. We got that pack for a lower price. We in the trap, nigga, every night. We in the cut, nigga, rolling dice. Don't play with bro, he might take your life. All of my niggas, you know they shy. Pip on these whole nigga like a player. Red boy flip a smooth operator. The way he looking, I know he a hater. I might have to hit him with the fucking laser. Going off them jiggers, I gotta stay up. No, I just hit it, bitch, I don't lay up. I'm on the block giving, I don't wake up. Get to the bread, better get your cake up. There's no limit, you know that I got a hook up. I'm in that pot and I got it shook up. Oh, that's your big boy, I shouldn't have took her. She all in her nose like she got a booger. I got that white, I ain't talking sugar. In the back of the club, got a blowing hookah. All about them fresh, you can call me Mule. All about them fresh, you can call me Mule. She wanna ride, she can ride too. I got the trap like a drive-through. I got them Glocks and bananas too. Told the little nigga what he wanna do. She dropped that top like a fucking coot. After that, I'ma get that little bitch to boot. My flow is sick like I got the flu. I'm about my business just like a suit. Young nigga just roll me a blunt or two. Hard these pills, don't know what to do. Look at these hunters, you know they blue. Rebel flip on J, call me Lil Blue Clue. Everything on us is fucking new. You can just call us a new crew. I want the head, I don't want your boo. I just put your bitch in some Jimmy Choo. I just put your bitch in some Jimmy Choo. Rebel flip, I know you heard it news.
Atlanta's home for hip hop and R&B. ATL's Next 100.
Number one for hip hop and R&B. You know what I'm saying? All day, all night.
Breaking point.
What?
That's it. How you think the studs get them?
No.
Oh, we back on. Hey, I'm sorry. Listen, check this out.
Oh,
we live.
God.
I ain't mean nothing about the LGBT.
Anyway, pause. Can we lower his mic? He hype. No, I'm just joking. Did you feel for real?
Let's bring it back to what we were just saying for a quick second. So you mean to tell me? You mean to tell me? No, pause. You pause. You.
No, because you're gonna take it a long time. Let me answer my question. Yes, you are. You're long-winded.
Get the answer out. Go
ahead. Long-winded. Okay. So when we came back, I told you I would answer the question that was on the table, and I'm gonna say my answer to the question is no, I wouldn't do it. And that's because one, I have 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, and the first one or whatever. I mean, it just wasn't in my format. So when I met the second one, I wasn't like, oh dang, I really don't want to have another kid with another person. Like that just wasn't my mentality. My mentality was if I'm with someone, and they want a child, and we're in a committed relationship, or we choose to be together, I will produce a child because I don't want to be just because of my, selfish ways or what I did in my past. I don't want to hinder my positive relationship with someone else by you saying, oh, no, well, I already had a kid by 1 and 2. I can't give you none of that, especially if it's somebody that I feel like I'm supposed to be with or I want to be with or I enjoy being with. Like, I just didn't want to put those parameters on things. Now, would it have happened that way? I don't know. I mean, I can't say that an accident wouldn't have happened or whatever, because I have been a person to, if I was with nobody or whatever, I have gone back to my baby daddy before, but that's been years. Boredom. I mean, sometimes stuff just I'll be bored or whatever, but you know what I'm saying? But I mean, I had to but that was a growth within me. I had to have a realization with myself and be like, you know what? This isn't what I want to do. And if I'm going to end it, I have to end it. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, emotional. Like, women are more emotional. So I was connected. It was familiar. I really didn't want to, go with somebody else and, his sex be trash somewhere else. I already know what his sex is like. You know what I'm saying? But I had to come to a realization, like, you know what? I don't want to be with this person. It's more emotionally damaging to me to stay with this person and be with this person. So I had to, be like, okay, cut it off. I need to either decide, okay, yeah, I want to stay in this toxicness and be with it and let it flourish, or I need to let it go. So eventually I decided to let it go, and it's time.
Not based upon the fact that you feel like the two guys you had kids with were not good co-parenting. Let's say if they were. The first guy, he was a great co-parent, but y'all don't get along intimately.
No.
You wouldn't do it. If he was a great co-parent, like awesome dad, he's at every football game, he's calling, being proactive, like fully engaged. You wouldn't say, you know what, I'll give you another kid. You wouldn't do that?
No, because my goal was to have the whole family, one household, one team, one dream. And I guess since I'm the female, the kids move with me and they go with me. Wherever I go, they go. I wanted, mom, dad, children in a household. I didn't want part here, part there, because then I'm giving him all these kids and they still with me and I'm still taking care of all these kids and nobody's helping me.
I didn't say, did she miss it? Did she miss it? Did she miss it?
But I'm saying,
she is helping you. He's fully engaged.
He's not, because he does not live in the household. When I say not helping me,
you can't do that. You can't say because he's not in the house.
How can you say I can't answer the question?
When you say somebody's not helping you.
I mean, okay.
That's a difference than being a single mother.
Listen, Linda. So when I say helping me, I mean their day to day, to wake them up. If my child gets sick at midnight, you at your house, I have to wait of you getting up.
Sound like you want to be lazy to me.
How? If I want both parents to be able to actively be there during the day, the midnight, the nighttime.
We saying. I think she's not wrapping her mind around I'm talking about like a bomb A1 co-parent.
Because you could do that.
Like a co-parent, have them.
Does
anybody understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, but it still won't work like that, because sometimes somebody got to go to work. So,
but he's not always at work.
But this is the thing, though, right?
He's not the co-parent not always gone either. You see what I'm saying? Like,
he don't live in my
household. This the thing though, because it's easy to be a good co-parent as a guy. It's easy. So for a woman, it's or whoever the primary parent is, it's a full-time job. Like, it's a full-time job.
That's what I'm trying to say.
So that's why for me, like, I really appreciate, the mother of my kids, because, I get to, run my business and do what I got to do while, they kind of do, like, the hard work. And then I get to come along and be, like, superhero to my kids, because I'm like, oh, we going with daddy's fun time. Or we about to have, we about to have a good time. So I get what she's saying. Like, it's and then
it's hard. Like, it's not. Yeah, you're a good parent. You're there. You may come every weekend or whatever, or you may come help. After school every now and then for some homework. You may do a virtual whatever. You're there. You're active. You're a participant. But there's still some things that you're not going to be there for that a person that lives in my actual household can be there for. And that's the stuff I don't want to deal with alone. So, no, I'm not giving a person that doesn't live with me, outside of me, or whatever, if I can help it, a kid. Like, because it's hard. Having children is hard for both parties involved. You know what I'm saying? It's not fair to them. They can't wake up to their child. They may want to wake up to their child. Well, now you can't, because we don't live together.
Can I pose a question to you, though? Would you reconsider if the person wanted to have the child full time and not have it live with you?
Maybe.
Most women not giving their kids up.
Yeah, I mean,
the only time women get their kids up is when it's a circumstance and they back against the wall and they tight.
They have to.
And they have to. Most women's not giving their kids up.
And then in my situation now, I'm putting one kid over here and two kid I wouldn't separate my kids.
But I remember getting to know a young lady and found out she had an older son that lived with his dad. I was like, well, why? You know, she was like, well, I think it was maybe 16, 17. So I'm thinking, well, maybe he moved, when he was 13, 14, hit that puberty stage, going into that young manhood. She was like, nah, he been having them since day one. And I was like, so wait, now this thing about, I was like, wait.
That's kind of fucked up.
So this is your first kid. Now you had one after that or whatever. This is your first kid. So what type of parent was you for the dad to get the kid?
But it ain't
from
always
day one?
That deep though, cause it's like sometimes like with me, I ain't grow up with my dad, and then I grew up with a stepdad that I really didn't like. You see what I'm saying? So it's like with me, it's gonna be a little different because that bond, I'm gonna have to have that bond with my child. So
well, I have to have it.
Me and my
yeah, I feel you.
If we not together,
yeah,
we gonna have to. He gonna come with me. You know what I'm saying? At least 4-5 days out the week, cause I gotta have that day to day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I definitely understand. I definitely understand. That's why I can't. For me, like my daughter lives an hour and a half away from me, one way. You know what I'm saying? It's a nice little hike just to get it, to where I live. I'm in Snellville. She's way in past Austell. You know what I'm saying? 30 minutes.
He was like, ooh.
She's 30 minutes from Alabama state line. Yeah, and I'm damn near in Conyers.
See, that's why it really works for you then. That's true.
I mean, that's a hike. You know what I'm saying? I try to be engaged as much as I possibly can, but it's just like I look at it equivalent almost to having a husband who's in the military. When he get deployed, you doing mommy stuff by yourself anyway. Now, you get perks for having a guy that's in the military. You get extra benefits and those types of things, but having a physical person there or a guy that drives trucks or a guy that just have a heavy workload, like my dad put in way more hours than my mother. Yeah. And he wasn't hands-on like that. My mom was doing homework and things.
The type of person of who you want to be with, like, you know what I'm saying. There's people that's like, I don't want to date anybody that's struck because I want you to be home. I don't want you to be, there's people I can't date an entrepreneur because I need you home by 5. You know what I'm saying? Dinner started at 7. I need you here for this.
Right.
Like, it's the equivalent of what you want, what you need, and what works for your situation.
Yeah, I agree with that.
A man outside of my house dealing with how I've been, it just, if I have another kid, I wanted to be with somebody I live with, I'm married with. We in one household.
But no, I could agree with that. But if and that was our arrangement, if we don't find anyone at a certain point, and it was really most on her because she was like, I'm getting older, and women start thinking like that. I'm getting older, I only have one. I want to give I don't be thinking I want to give my child somebody to play with. Nigga, you better go play at school. We don't think like that. That's a woman's thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we don't be trying to think about, let's have another one. Let me get another bill just so this bill can have somebody to play with. Nah, I'm straight. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? But a woman's like, nah, we got to have him because she's about to be 3, and you got to have him so they can grow together. And then when this one graduate, this one come right after, and they can wear the same clothes. So they be like, you getting that deep? I never thought about that. But that's different between man and woman. Right. You know
I get it. My kids they close together. They're teenagers now, but I get it. Yeah, like I don't know what my kids would be like if they didn't have each other. They're 17, 16, and 13. That's like a whole barometer right there together. So
my children probably gonna be like 9.5 years apart or something because my daughter's 7, and I really I want a kid, but I'm like, nah. When I look at that count, the count don't say go get one. Like when I look at that count, the count don't say nigga go have a kid, boy. Get off that IUD, boy. Just shoot the club up. Just do your thing. It don't say that.
Oh my goodness.
It say go buy more condoms.
Pull
out every time. That's what it say. That's what it say.
Queen V. So I don't know why I want to.
You better jump on her. You better jump on her on social media.
Queen V. I think because my friend's name is V, and she must be in my spirit, in my head.
You need to call her when you get out of here.
And she called her and her Instagram
her handle is Queen V.
It's Queen V. So I think she in my head, like her energy.
She telling the truth, but that was a good save.
Anyway, and she spells it like VEE, like T. So it's all blended. But anyway, Queen T.
Get your life, okay?
How can the people book you or follow what you're doing or get some information on linking with you?
It's Queen T Live on all platforms. I'm really on just Instagram and Facebook. Not really on Twitter. If somebody wants to book me, queentlive.com. into the contact section. Yep. So those are 2 ways. But Queen T Live on all platforms.
Queen T Live
good
on
stuff.
all platforms. Queen T Live
Live
on all platforms. So don't mess it up. Don't call her Queen V like I've been doing all night. Okay. But I do apologize because I'm the queen of messing up people's names. But I want to appreciate you for coming in and talking with us.
Whoa. Well, don't close it out yet.
He just said wrap it up.
Get my brethren, okay?
Oh,
Get my
sorry.
brethren before we close this thing up.
Pause.
Don't do that.
I did bring Melvin in on the show. I apologize.
See,
Melvin is an entrepreneur.
Do that to my brethren.
And he got a business shout out. Go ahead, Melvin. Tell us what you do.
What I do is I own a mobile entertainment company. I have a food truck fleet, funnel cake truck, game truck, bouncy houses. I bring the party to you. So if you got a school event or just want to throw a regular birthday party, you can find me on Instagram at Answer the Bell LLC. And again, I can do your birthday parties, any type of event, any type of mobile event. I got food trucks, bouncy house, game trucks, funnel cake trucks, ice cream trucks. Answer the Bell on Instagram. That's how you can find it.
Now is that a la carte?
Questions. See, that's why we
is
can't
that a la carte or that all one package? They get it all at one time.
You can book
a la carte.
Yeah, a la carte. Yeah, so
okay.
You can get one package or you can book.
You can go on his website.
Okay, cool.
And his social media.
Well, I just asked a few measly questions.
So it's time to wrap it up.
You know what I'm saying?
You
Do me that.
You give
we
a courtesy.
Still got 6 minutes.
We don't.
Okay.
We ain't got that much time. Anyway, again.
You messing people's name up. I'm asking good questions.
Thank you both for coming on the show and dealing with our antics today. We really appreciate it. Everybody, thank y'all for listening, tuning in, tapping up, whether you're on radio, whether you're on Facebook, whether you're on YouTube. We appreciate all of y'all. Tell a friend, share it. We definitely are grateful for y'all to come in. And remember, always, today, tomorrow, and always stay living in today's time because...
We lit! Where my music at, bro?
Or...
AGL's next.
We are lit.
Yeah. It's lit. Yeah. Hey. Yeah, it's lit. And like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, it's lit. And like it ain't lit. L-I-T-T. And like it ain't lit. Yeah, we 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 lit. It's lit. Cut the radio up. Grab the phone when the live on. This the latest station in the nation. Get your mind blown. Monday from 9/11, causing hectic 9/11. You ain't heard about from word of mouth. Come here, let me tell you. Got Toni on the mic, good celebrity at ATL, and we got Duke plus my dog Omar as well. It's a lituation every time you cut the station on. It's the Litt Netwrk here, but we taking off.